Okay, I want to say welcome. It's me, Wushu Richard, and it's night time here, so I'm speaking very quietly. In this video, I'm going to show you a few basic techniques. A few basic techniques for martial arts, which you can use to defend yourself using your arms, your hands, and your arms. Combining both defense and attack. Defense and attack. We're not going to go all out crazy doing full speed power moves, but I'm just going to show you the basic techniques and how to do them, the actual motion. The technicality. We're talking about close range combat. So a lot of techniques I'm going to show you are very in that close range, so you can work when you're in close range fighting. Most fighting in general is close range really, but like the philosophies we're going to look at are kind of like principles you'll find in Wing Chun Kung Fu. Like Wing Chun is one of my main styles I practice. You can do boxing, Muay Thai, things like Krav Maga, KJKD, Silat, things like that, and close in fighting I'm talking about. Anyway, you can only see me from bottom to top, from my top half of my body. So that's all you need here to show you. I'm speaking very quietly because it's very late. It's gone 1 o'clock in the morning and people are getting ready to sleep now, including myself. But I'm going to show you a few moves, because it could save your life. So first we're going to look at a technique here. And with your hands up in a guard, you can have your hands in like a ready position for this if you want to. What you can do is, whether you are standing like this, just face on, I've got my feet just in a natural stance here. If I was in a fighting stance, I'd bend my knees slightly and I'd probably step back with one leg and bend and base myself. One hand can be in front, or I could be in a certain traditional stance, but we're just showing some basic techniques. So basically, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter if you're facing front on or stepping back on the side slightly. I'm just giving you the basic principles, alright? So anyway, just standing here, one technique you can do is with your two hands. If someone's gonna strike me, if someone's gonna punch me, push me, grab me, to my body, or try to pull me, or just strike out at me, just come at me, or to my face, I can use my palms, my hands, to cover. So if someone's going to hit me, I can parry that, like boxing. I can parry the hand away. So as they're coming to hit me, as they're jabbing out, I can try to mirror that and knock it off, and deflect that, against their arm. So if they're punching on this side, I'll do this hand. I can also move, if I want to, slightly too, to move, see? And keep both hands up as a guard. When it's coming to my body, it's the same thing. I can parry, and I can also parry it down, like this. So basically, if someone comes to strike my body, I can do the same thing. I can parry to the side, or I can go down. And it's probably better as such to go down, or like on an angle, like down and across, just covering there. And I want to note, I want to mention that when you do this kind of covering, it may look flimsy, but believe you and me, if you train, you can really get some good control, like power slapping against the arm. You can also chop onto the arm when you do that and really hurt them. And you can use your forearms also to come across the body with an open hand or with a fist, but you're using your arm here to twist and hit into the arm. You can also block like this. So if someone's going to hit my body, I'm going to block here. If someone's going to hit my face, I'm going to block here. I can use my hands or I can use my arms. You can get a twisting motion, a hitting motion, or just cupping the hands and just diverting it, as I say. the important thing is to train reaction and train to be fluid in your movements, okay? Not too rigid. Now, how about some counters then? Okay, some counters. Remember to always keep your elbows tucked in too, okay? Because the elbows also guard your body, like in boxing, okay? And on the sides here, they also protect your body with your elbows, okay? So your elbows should not be up like this, okay? Now, when you punch, okay, there are various punches, okay, in martial arts and fighting combat. You can do a classic jab punch, like punching out and turning your fist like this towards the head or the body, and then coming back to a basic guard here. You can do a hook motion, and you can turn your body and your hips into it and get some real power too as you go. You really hook it into that. Bam, bam, get those hooks in. You turn the hand over, but you can turn the hand this way also and go across if you wish to. You can go to the body, do body shots in here too. You can do uppercuts to the chin. So if you step back in a classic boxing stance with your hands up like this protecting your chin, if you step back and you bend both of your knees, okay, if you bend both of your knees for a stance. You don't need a wide stance, but if you step back a little and just have one foot in front, okay, then the lead hand, when you're slightly turned in like this, the lead hand will be a jab punch to the head. You do it quickly and come back, and then you've got a cross, okay, here, off the back hand, and what you do is you turn your hips in. You may need to lift your back heel, okay, from the back leg, lift it off the floor so you're resting on the ball of the foot as you turn in. You don't have to though, but you get that motion, see, so as I'm turning, I'm punching into, leading into it, see. So if my opponent is here on this side, you see how I do that, see. So now this is my lead hand here. If I'm here, I might step and face you here, see. Now you can have a long guard like this, like in martial arts, or open hands even. Or you can have it close like that, open hands or closed hands, it depends on you. Because sometimes it's good to use one hand in front as a guard and defence and striking hand, and then you have a back hand too, in various martial arts, be it Wing Chun or Krav Maga. Anyway, the basic thing is, so we've got these hook punches, these uppercuts, jab off the lead hand, cross, which is basically also a jab off the back hand, and you can practice these combinations when you can. Body shots too. Another technique, okay, is the back fist. So we're talking about fists, okay, with the thumb in like this across the first two knuckles. Don't put the thumb inside, don't do that. Keep it here and make sure it's flat, and make sure your wrist is flat in one thing, solid, okay, so you don't have a wrist injury. You can train on punch bags and also train in thin air like shadow boxing. You know, when you're here, okay, you can do those basic punches, but you can also do a back fist. You can also do a back fist, right? So coming here and striking to the side of the head, or going low to the groin or the gut or the side of the body here. You can whip those out. See, I can whip it out there to the side, or out like that. I can also twist in or go from different angles. So I'm whipping like this. You can also come over if you want to too. And you can also put body motion into it when you do that, or turn into it. Get that whip also. It's another one you can do. Another one you can also do obviously is palms, like palming to the face, palming out to the face, or this way to the chin, okay, or to the body there, or straight to the body. Depends on you. Okay, even just a slap or a chop here, using the chop inside. Different techniques you can do. You can do basic elbow strikes, like up like this, in across to the head, hitting with the flat part, not the point, but the flat part coming across. Things like that. You can go back up here to someone's jaw, or into the gut if someone's behind you. So there's techniques you can do. You can also do forearm strikes with a forearm coming in and hitting like that, or outwardly also. Now when you're doing the blocking, okay, so like the basic blocks, like if someone's going to hit me and I parry, if someone's going to strike my face and I parry the hand away, if it's a high shot to my head, I can parry and I can strike him in the gut. Notice how we also have a straight punch, like this, a straight one. Not only turning, but also straight. And remember to have some arc in any punches. Don't have them so straight because you'll lock out your arm. So whether it's this kind of punch or this kind of punch. You can also roll over like this, like a chain punch, which you'll find in Wing Chun Kung Fu, in Wing Chun, okay, and especially in Wing Chun. You'll find it in JKD too because it's taken from Wing Chun. And basically when you do the technique, you're rolling over like a bicycle chain. So you're rolling over and you're punching to the person's face on a straight line, or to the chest. And you're going over, and then this hand's coming over, like rolling over, see? And you're using the arms to block down on the opponent's arms, and as the other fist goes in, and then the other one goes straight through. So rolling over. And you can do that too. When you do the blocks, as I was saying, please excuse me, when you do these blocks like high, I could parry and I can hit him in the gut with any of these shots. I could do an uppercut, punch here. I could even do an elbow into his body or come up to his face here. Okay, I could just come straight in and parry him and palm him in the face. So he comes to hit me. I move and parry his arm away on the outside and then strike through. I could punch him anyway. I could do a hook to his body. It doesn't really matter. I could do a low back fist as I do that. Okay. If he's going to hit my body, I could do a similar thing. Any of these strikes. So use your imagination. Basically, he could come to hit my body, and I could block down and back fist him in the nose, or to the side of his head, or coming over. You can also just parry down like this and roll over. See, facing this side, I parry his arm down and strike over, or across or over. I can also do it this way. So it's like one motion. Don't go 1, 2. You won't have time. Try to come immediately. Bam. If he's in very close range, I can do that. I'm going to be here, see, I can cover, and I can elbow him in the face. Take that down, elbow, chop, whatever. I can just bring my hand out very quickly. Even from here, I could do this and punch up, you see. So these are some basic techniques you can do. Okay, some basics there. So I'm just giving you some ideas, okay. If someone comes at you with a hook like this, it depends. Sometimes you can cover up like boxing, just putting your hand here. But I don't like it so much. You can actually block on the inside by bringing your hand up like this and twisting out here. So you're blocking with your forearm, opening your hand, kind of tensing a little bit there, or just relaxing your hand, but blocking on the sides. So as he comes, blocking on the inside. As he comes to swing me, I cover here. And this hand can strike in at the same time, so I could do that motion there, see? If he comes to hit me on this side, I can cover and strike, or to his face, the same thing, okay? And you can do this also with just bringing your arm up like this, or twisting out this way, or just like this if you're strong enough, and then come in, see? And then if you want to get close and do the boxing kind of thing, covering up, you can do that too, it depends on you. When in close range it's good because you can do that motion, you can block, and then get the elbow straight in as well. So, bam, see? I may come over here and continue for that kind of motion. You see, if he grabs my wrist, I can grab his wrist and strike him into the head. And if he grabs that wrist, I can also grab that. So when someone grabs your wrist, it's the same as you can grab their wrist also. And it's a chance for you to strike, but we're not going to get too deep into that right now. I'll show you one more block, okay? One more block being an outer block like this. So you can also do a motion like this across your body. So move outward to cover. If someone's going to hit me, I can go out and then strike to the outside of his body or his face. If he comes to hit me, I block and strike or punch on the outside. You can also do that. Okay, I'll stop this video and I'll do more techniques in another video for you coming very soon. Just practice those basics for now. Thanks for watching.